Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla and here we talk about all things Disney as well as how to plan your Walt Disney World vacation. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so fast passes. I get a lot of questions about this from people who haven't been to Disney World before, and a lot of people don't know what a fast pass is. And that just seems a little crazy to me because these are the biggest lifesavers when it comes to your vacationing plans. So today I'm going to tell you some of my tips about fast passes. I'm also going to tell you a story about our fast passes that we booked for this trip, and I've been waiting to tell you because I don't want Disney to take away my fast passes when I tell you this story, so stay tuned for that. First of all, what is a fast pass? So at Disney, you are able to book, it's called Fastpass Plus is the system, and you get to book 3 of them per day. You can only book those 3 for one park, and what that does is it basically lets you skip the line. You may still have to wait a little bit, but it's not going to be nearly as long as the standby line. So you can book these 60 days out from your trip if you are staying on property at Disney, or 30 days out if you are staying off property. So these are, some of them are kind of hard to get. Some of them are pretty easy. There are definitely some rides that you should get, and there are some rides that you really don't need them for. And I'm going to talk a little bit about more what those would be later. The biggest thing to know is that fast passes are important and you should definitely take advantage of them. So now to my tips about actually booking your fast passes. Number 1, you are going to have to get up super early on fast pass booking day. So I know where I live, it's like 6 a.m. Which I'm Central Time Zone, so it's 6 a.m. for us, but basically as soon as the stuff opens, you need to be on the computer booking, or on your phone on your app booking those fast passes. The most popular ones are going to go like within minutes, and you definitely want to make sure you do not get up late that day because you're going to miss out on the stuff that you really wanted. Along with this, you need to make sure you know what your day is. So if you're 60 days or 30 days, you need to actually look that up and figure out what day that is so you don't miss it. I know there's some calculators online that you can plug in what day you're going and it'll tell you if you're not good at calendar math like me. So I'm not good at calendar math, so I use the calculators, but you can always check those out online. Okay, and my second tip with booking fast passes is to know what rides you're wanting to book for. You need to have your plan A and your plan B and probably your plan C too. So you want to know what fast passes you're wanting for what parks on what day. Now, really important with this, those 3 fast passes can only be at one park. You can't have like one fast pass at Epcot and one at Magic Kingdom in the same day. You can't do that for your initial 3. Again, I'll talk more about getting more later, but you have to make sure that those are in the same park, and you need to know what day you're doing those. So that way when you get on there, you're not having to think about it too much. You just know, okay, for this day, I'm looking for this ride. What do they got? Click, 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 done. Sweet. But basically just having that plan is gonna make your life a lot easier, so you're not having to stress about like, oh, what do I want, what do I want? You already know going into it, and you know, okay, if that's not available, sweet, what was my second option? Done. Easy. Okay, so along with planning what fast passes you're gonna do, you need to understand that the fast passes have a tier system. So usually the biggest rides are the tier 1 category, and they will typically only let you pick one from that so that it's kind of fair for everybody to be able to get one like big ride. And then you have your tier 2 items, which are your stuff that aren't as popular, and you can usually pick 2 from those. I think the only one that doesn't have that is Magic Kingdom. I think everything is fair game, which is kind of nice because Magic Kingdom has the most attractions, which is probably why they do that, but that one is a little bit different case. But you need to make sure that you know that, so that you're not trying to book a 2 rides from Toy Story Land, because you're not going to be able to do that. You're only going to be able to book 1 of those. At least as it is during the time of filming, you can only book 1 Toy Story Land, and then you can book stuff for the other parts of the park. Now, once you have booked your fast passes, when you actually get to the parks and you use those 3 fast passes, once the 3rd one you've basically like scanned in for it, you can get on the app and book another fast pass, and then once that fast pass is done, you can book another one, and so on and so forth. So you can actually use more than 3 fast passes a day. You just can only book 3 of them right up front. The fast passes that I would recommend for each park, the first one's Epcot, and I would say do Frozen Ever After. This one is one that you can always rush. We did that, and it was a really long way to rush, and you can't run, but everybody's like speed walking, which sometimes can be more tiring, and that one's not always the most fun to rush. So that one's one that I would recommend go ahead and just get a fast pass for. The next park I would do in Magic Kingdom is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That ride is kind of notorious for breaking down a lot, and so when we got in line, I think it said it was maybe 40 minutes. We ended up being in line for over an hour and a half, and we were late to one of our fast passes because of that. So next time we were like, yeah, no, we are definitely using a fast pass for that one. And Hollywood Studios, I would say probably Slinky Dog Dash, as that is the most popular, newest ride as of this moment. And that line has consistently been having like 2-3 hour waits. So I've heard that the line goes fast for that, but that might be a good one to get, as the line for that is out in the sunlight. There's like no shade. So that's my recommendation for that one. And then my very last one is for Animal Kingdom, and that is Flight of Passage. Now this ride has just astronomical wait times. It's usually 2, 3, 4 stupid amounts of hours of wait times, and I will never, no, it's not worth it. You know, you paid a lot of money to go to Disney World to just stand in line for 3-4 hours. That's just silly to me. You're just wasting money. And so that one, if you are able to get a fast pass, try to get a fast pass for Flight of Passage. Super cool ride, definitely worth riding, but don't wait in line for it. So those are my tips on booking your fast passes. I know you waited. I gotta tell you guys this story. So we kind of broke Disney, or we found a loophole or a hack, or I don't really know what happened. It was the weirdest thing. So we have our annual passes, as I've told you guys before, and we are staying on property, so we were able to book at 60 days out. However, it was about a week before our 60-day mark, we were making our plan of what fast passes we wanted, and since we have an annual pass, we could look at like the 30 days out from where we were at that point. So we were just getting on the app just to kind of see, just kind of ideas, and all of a sudden, the dates for our trip popped up as being available to book fast passes. And I was like, what? You should click on that and see if that's real, because that should not be happening. I don't know. So we literally were able to book every single fast pass that we wanted for the exact times that we wanted, like a week before we were even supposed to. And I was kind of in shock, and I'm gonna kind of insert a video. I apologize, this was like nighttime and we were in our like comfy clothes about ready to go to bed and all that stuff, so we ain't looking real cute, but I'll insert a clip of that video that I took right after that happened. Like, Christmas miracle just happened.
For real.
We were messing around on the My Disney Experience app, just looking at FastPass stuff because we were trying to make our plans since our 60-day mark is in about a week. So we went with it, yep. And we literally just booked all of our fast passes for our entire trip. Like, literally, we got Flight of Passage and Slinky Dog Dash and Seven Dwarfs. And we got Slinky Dog Dash twice. And I'm just...
And Rock and Roller Coaster twice.
I'm just in shock right now a Oh, I'm cheating.
We're
I'm cheating so bad.
The system.
And this will never probably happen ever again in my life, but I feel like I need to tell the world.
I know you might not be able to see this, but there it is.
Look.
There's Flight of Passage right there.
So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And we leave for our trip here pretty soon, and those fast passes have not gone away. So I have looked on Google and I've never heard of this happening to anyone else, but I mean, you know, I'll take it. So that's nice that we are going to be able to ride all of the rides that we want. It will never happen again, which is fine, but I don't know. It was just kind of cool. Okay, so those are my tips on booking fast passes and how we've kind of sort of broke Disney. Have any of you heard of this happening? Please tell me, because I have not been able to find anything that this has happened to anybody before. Comment that down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you do give this a big thumbs up, and do consider subscribing if you like content like this, as that does help our channel out. Make sure you also hit that little bell notification next to the subscribe button, that way you're notified when I upload new videos. Other than that, we will see you next time. Bye guys.